Hall McCain, the era of college track and field is changing. This is an opinion column. The world of college athletics changed significantly this week. In a unanimous decision, the U.S. Supreme Court opened the door to allow schools to offer additional educational-related benefits to student athletes. These could include things like computer costs, study abroad programs, internships, and more. In addition to that, the NCAA reacted to pressure to allow athletes to profit from the use of their name, image, and likeness by officially sanctioning the practice for athletes across the board. Several state legislatures have already passed laws giving athletes these rights, which put tremendous pressure on the NCAA to respond in a way that creates uniformity for all member institutions. Premier athletes were ready and waiting. By midnight, Auburn quarterback Bo Nix was out of the gate with an endorsement for Milo's sweet tea on Instagram. Concerning the SCOTUS ruling about educational benefits, Justice Brett Kavanaugh's opinion caught the eye of many. Kavanaugh seemed to lay out a roadmap for college athletes to return to the court and burn the NCAA to the ground. He wrote, "Nowhere else in America can businesses get away with agreeing not to pay their workers a fair market rate on the theory that their product is defined by not paying their workers a fair market rate. And under ordinary principles of antitrust law, it is not evident why college sports should be any different. The NCAA is not above the law." I have mixed emotions about the whole landscape of college athletics shifting from amateurism to what would essentially amount to the minor leagues for professional sports. I have long clung to the idealism of playing for a team because you love them and because it's a pathway to a great education. You know, rah-rah, sis boom ba. But today's Division I college sports, especially men's football and basketball, are not your daddy's college sports. The NCAA, the conferences, and schools profit in the billions on television contracts. The highest paid state employee is a college coach in several states, and it's not uncommon for great assistant coaches to break seven figures. There is so much money flying around, they can't count it all. So the myth of these games being all rah-rah for the home team and tradition is just that, a myth. This is a business, a massive business. It will be impossible to stave off the actual compensation of college athletes much longer if SCOTUS is as open to the idea as Justice Kavanaugh's opinion seems to suggest. But there will be consequences to this sea change when it happens. For one thing, the haves will just keep on having on an even grander scale. Elite programs in the Power 5 conferences that enjoy excellent ticket demand and strong alumni support will be the ones poised to offer the most attractive packages to high school prospects. Mid-tier schools that struggle to fill a stadium on Saturday, not so much. Thus it will be harder for mid and lower tier schools to ever compete with the big boys. It's already hard enough to woo an 18-year-old away from a school with a massive stadium, excellent facilities, and a fantastic game day atmosphere. Try overcoming that, plus a better financial situation on day one of college. The most persuasive recruiter in the country can't overcome that. Additionally, if Division I athletic departments can suddenly use their financial resources to win the nuclear arms race of recruiting in the marquee sports that drains the coffers of cash to support non-revenue generating sports on their campuses, it will likely mean fewer opportunities for competition and scholarship dollars for men and women in those sports. So buckle up, friend. College sports, as we have always known them, will probably look significantly different in a decade. I am happy about what this will mean for hard-working and deserving athletes, but I have reservations about the unintended impact on the culture of the games we love. Hall McCain writes about faith, culture, and public policy for AL.com. You can follow her on Twitter at McCain.